Yes, yes, on my way. I'm coming. Don't worry. Tell them to wait. Yeah, bye. Van was talking on the call with the staff who assisted her while coming downstairs to leaving room in hurry. As she got a call from her hospital she worked at to informing her patients were waiting for her because an emergency come up and she have to be there. Even it's not my time to reach hospital, but what to do? She murmured, picking up her bag from the table and checked inside it if she perhaps forgot something to put in. You didn't have your breakfast, he said from the back, mid Van flinch, as a small scream left from her mouth, and then she sighed in relief after seeing her husband, who was all ready to went for his office and looking dashing as usual in his office attire. Aisha scared the hell out of me, Jungkook. I will grab something from the canteen, she replied looking at him and then again start checking her bag while Jungkook sighed. Why are you in so much hurry? It's not your time and you have still time. Eat something first, he said, glancing at the clock, but Wan shook her head, made him confused. No, Jungkook, it's an emergency. Patients are waiting. The lady is pregnant and is in labor. I have to reach on time, she said while she cupped his cheek with one hand and kissed his cheek with a heartwarming smile. But Wan suddenly kissed on his cheek, made him stop. Don't worry, I will eat this, okay? Now I'm going to take care and love you, she said, showing him an apple that she grabbed from the fruit basket. And before Jungkook come out of his butterfly thoughts, Van rushed out of the house. Van, let me drop you, please don't drive fast, he said a little louder after going behind her and shook his head in disbelief when Van showed him thumbs up before getting inside her car and drove away. That baby is in very hurry to come out and see the world, I guess, he murmured and sighed before sipping on his coffee, still standing at the door, and chuckled, touching his cheek where Van kissed before. Van is in gynecologist while Jungkook is a mafia who can turn world upside down, the two with totally opposite personalities and professions, but perfect together. When Van married to Jungkook, she asked him if he wants her to leave her profession she will sacrifice, but Jungkook denied and let her continue with her job. Because he wants to be a proud husband and he knows how to protect and support his woman. He was a man who can sacrifice his life and everything for her instead. But he will not agree if his woman sacrifice or compromise with her dreams and happiness or anything in the world she is related with. He can able to bring the whole world for her, and even if it's needed, he will gonna burn down the whole world for her too. I'm giving you some medicines. Give her if it's needed. And these are some multivitamins. It's available in the pharmacy downstairs, she said, writing on the prescription paper. Thanks, doctor. Thank you so much. Because of you, my wife and my child both are fine, the man said as his wife gave birth after she met in an accident. She fell down from the stool while taking out something from the kitchen cupboard. Thanks to the God, your baby didn't get hurt, but your wife will take some time to recover, but she is out of danger, so you should go and bring some sweet, she said while smiling as the man nodded happily while taking the prescription in his hand and went out of the cabin. Let me inform Jungkook about all this. He will be getting mad unnecessarily. She took out her phone from the locker and turned on before dialing Jungkook's number that he immediately answered like he was waiting for her to call him, and as soon as he answered her call he first questioned if she ate something or not. That made Maya nervous because she didn't got time for filling her stomach. I ate apple on the way and I'm going to eat sandwiches right now. I just come out from the theater and call you when I got free. She bit her lip, closing her an eye, praying he will not scold her and believe her. You are not good in telling lies, so stop it. Today your family is coming at dinner. I don't want you to look skinny, that you are already is, he said from the other side mid Ryan's jaw drop in disbelief. What do you mean by that? I am fit and smart, not skinny. You are so bad, Jungkook, don't talk to me. She pouted angrily like he was watching her from the phone, and if someone heard her talking with her husband, that person won't believe she is a doctor because she was like a teenage girl who is talking with her boyfriend. Go and eat something, either I know the address. I won't mind coming there and feed you with my own hands, he said, and Maya's eyes widened up, hearing him. She knows he is capable of doing that if he gets provoked. Okay, then come here. I don't mind if people will see how my husband treats me and took care of me. I want that princess treatment in public too. She teased and giggled, hearing him signing in disbelief. After that, she ordered some sandwiches and coffee for herself, still on the call with Jungkook, and told him everything what had happened, while Jungkook didn't hang up the call to make sure she couldn't skip her meal and finish it all before going for another case. Even the two were arranged by their families. They quickly got along with each other and start developing feelings too. After getting to know each other's personalities and natures, one loved when he does something she never expected from him, like kiss her on her forehead or hug her in public. Because Jungkook doesn't show his affection towards Ryan in front of people, and it doesn't affect Ryan as she knows he loves her, and that matters a lot than show off. Even mine is that type of person who likes spicy things between couple and like dominating men. But Jung never did anything like that. He only made love with her. That only provided her warmth, showed his tenderness and how careful he is towards her. She never minded at all, but fall for him harder as she only feel him cherishing her, adoring and giving her respect. She wonders if any man like her husband still exists in this world full of beasts. She never saw lust in his eyes, even how many times she probably come out in towel. She only found pure love for her and the way he said you will catch a cold, don't roam around like that and help her in dyeing her hairs. She was sure she blessed to marry with the most innocent person who does many dangerous and scared things in his whole life. The nights come and Van got free from the kitchen after preparing favorite dishes for each family member, and sometimes later her elder married sister and mother arrived, while Van's father and her husband will join them after getting free from the work until she spent the time with her mother and sister. Sophia was living with her parents until her husband returned from abroad. He dropped her at her parents' house because he can't take risks. She needs care as she was 8 months pregnant and he knows her parents will take good care of her in his absence. So when Mayan and Jungkook planned a dinner, they invited Sophia also. Hey baby, I know you can hear me. I'm your Aunt Mayan. Can you kick your mother? Let me know you like me. She giggled saying this to her sister's pregnant belly, while Sophie also laughed and then gasped in surprise when she felt her unborn actually kicked her. That man also felt as her hand was placed on Sophia's belly. Oh my goodness, Unni, she kicked. Omo, she liked me. She said in excitement with wide eyes. Sophia nodded. Oh baby, I love you too. Aunt is waiting for you. Come out quickly, we will gonna play and I will bought you a lot of toys and chocolates too. She said and Sophia received another kick then another. And it's continued until one stopped interacting after getting scolded by Sophia. Stop spoiling her already. She is kicking me so hard I'm feeling like she will gonna come out if you continue like this. And you, my little spoiled child, you never respond me and your dad like you are giving your aunt. Don't you like us, huh? She even complained to her unborn midwife and her mother laughed. Vine's love for kids make her gynecologist. I wonder how she controls herself seeing everyday cute newborns. Vine shrugged her shoulders while laughing, hearing her mother. Don't ask. I just wanted to squeeze them in my arms, but I have to maintain my professionalism too. I will squeeze my niece once she come out safe and healthy. She said and about to talk with Sophia's belly again, but stopped when Sophia glared her with not again look. You can't separate us, I bet she will gonna stay with me most of the time. She proudly said while Sophia chuckled. Why don't you make yours, huh? Your baby will accompany my girl. It's been an year. We were expecting good news from you guys. Wine cheeks turned red in embarrassment. Mrs. Kim also nodded. I always thought once Wine got married, we will be able to see kids every year. Sophia laughed, nodding her head in agreement while Wine was turning red. You are right, Mom. The amount of love she had for kids, I am surprised how she controlled herself. She then leaned her face closer to Wine. Do something, Wine. You need to provoke your innocent husband. Call him with names. She whispered mid Wine's eyes widen. She is hearing you, dirty minded woman. Wine pointed at Sophia's belly. And mom, you are also teasing me. I made your favorite dessert. Don't make fun of me if you both ladies want to eat that. Wine said as Mrs. Kim waved her hand while laughing. I want, don't punish her like this. Miss Kim said while Sophia was still laughing seeing her younger sister's flutter state. Well, to be honest, when I was making dessert, I missed my mother-in-law a lot. She likes that dessert too. I wish they could also join us today. She said as Mr. and Mrs. June was out of the country and when Jungkook and Wan planned a family dinner and invited both their families, Mrs. June told them that they have to stay for another week as Mr. June still has some work to complete. I missed my daughter too. My eyes widened hearing familiar voice and then her shocked expressions changed into happiness when she saw Mr. and Mrs. June. Van caught up and quickly hugged her, as Mrs. June also hugged her back. You gave me the best surprise, Mom. I was missing you so much, she said after breaking the hug, as she was close with Mrs. June because she loved her like her best friend and daughter too. Miss Kim and Sophia also greeted them. Don't you miss me, huh? I was the one who finished my work as soon as possible to surprise you, he said as Van giggled before giving him a side hug. I miss you too, Dad. All credit goes to you only, she said as he patted her head and they all took seats, having a good time together until Mr. Kim and Jungkook with some extra food bags in his hands also arrived and they all headed towards dining area. One was eating the food in the kitchen when Jungkook came. They exchanged smiles, and for her surprise, he silently sneaked his hands around her waist and back up her, made her heart beat faster. She was surprised and shocked, butterflies dancing in her stomach. It was written on her face, clearly, yet she didn't push him, as it was rare, and she didn't want to miss that moment when her husband suddenly being romantic. Seems like you cooked everyone's favorite foods. I bet they are 100% more delicious than that expensive restaurants. His wise horse, and when he said his breath hits her neck, making her skin burn. Why are you buttering today, Mr. Husband? It's rare to see you openly romance, knowing many people are here and they could come here anytime. Wine said while Jungkook raised his bro and broke the hug. I didn't do anything because then you will blush and I don't want people teasing my innocent wife. Do you think I'm a bad husband? One frowned hearing him and then turned to face him. You are not, you are the world's best husband, she said, cupping his face in her small hand and kissed the tip of his nose. She was shocked, yet she was happy to see his new side, not knowing whom she thought innocent was the devil and just controlling himself as he thought she is innocent because she have a bubbly personality. Jungkook chuckled when she tiptoed and kissed his nose as he was about to give her a kiss on her lips. A voice came from dining room. Come out if you two done your kitchen romance. Either you have to reheat the food, she said loudly mid Vian blush as she hid her face in Jungkook's chest. Look, I told you, wifey. Let me help you taking the dishes to the table, Jungkook said, seeing her red cheeks as she giggled and nodded. As always, the tteokbokki you made is more delicious than the restaurant's one. Why smile at her compliment? Yes, I was craving for it so much, Sofia said, closing her eyes in satisfaction as everyone laughed looking at her while sitting beside Jungkook. Wine was thinking about something else. She placed her hand on Jungkook's thigh and leaned to take some noodles. Mid Jungkook paused. Can you serve me some noodles? Wine slowly whispered, pretending she could not reach towards the bowl as Jungkook nodded after swallowing the kimbap and she removed her hand from his thigh. But that little move shook him fully. I have to try what Uni told me. Oh my god, why my hands are shaking. I am suddenly feeling so hot. She was getting nervous thinking about the after results of her experiment. She wasn't sure what was gonna happen, but she didn't stop and continued calling him daddy, making him losing his mind. Jungkook looked at Ryan before getting close to her ear and whispered, Ryan's eyes were wide open hearing him, and the next moment she fainted in his arm, made everyone shocked. What did you say that she fainted? Oh, Miss Van pregnant? No, mom. Then what happened to my child? What you did? You brought why she fainted all of a sudden? Tell me. Everyone started asking the same while Jungkook slowly patted Van's cheek. I just told her about my plan, but she fainted before we work on that plan and gave you grandchild. He said so clearly made everyone's eyes widen. My poor sister, she really took my words too seriously, I guess. She thought, controlling her smile. What the freak, you shameless. I thought she is strong, but look, she She's too fragile that she fainted hearing about the only child. Jungkook took her to the room. She said getting so disappointed, not knowing she fainted because of the butterflies Jungkook gave her. Sometimes later Van got her senses back and all the family members went back to their houses, leaving blushing and nervous Van with smacking Jungkook, and then they did.